So what is going on, guys? It is Fluxified here and welcome back to another video. So it is March the 11th as of the day of this recording, and yesterday we finally got a update regarding the future of Rust Console Edition, and it is a big one. Just to break it down, we've had official confirmation now that the developers are working on a next-gen version of Rust Console Edition. This will be a version only for the Xbox Series X, S and PlayStation 5 consoles, and this is everything we've been waiting for, so I am so excited, I'm so stoked, honestly, to bring you all this video. So let's jump into what the developers have said to us in regards to this. So it starts, we hear you. Double 11 is working on an Xbox Series X, S and PlayStation 5 native version of Rust Console Edition. This upgrade will deliver enhanced visuals, smoother performance, and unlock features previously limited by the older hardware. So already they have confirmed that we are getting enhanced visuals in this version of the game. Hopefully this brings it a little bit closer to the PC version, as obviously the graphics we have at the moment, I mean, they're okay, but they do leave a little bit to be desired. So hopefully this really does make the game look a lot better. Aside from that, we have smoother performance. You know, that's always a given in these next-gen versions, so if we can get the game running better, that's always a good thing. And hopefully that also allows for bigger servers, increased player caps, all those kind of crazy things. They've also said that this will unlock features previously limited by older hardware. And I mean, these developers, man, they do love throwing us a bone and letting us kind of guess and think about what they're saying by this. Obviously, the go-to would be to say, okay, we're getting minicopters, but they haven't announced that, so I don't want to kind of say that to you guys yet. Obviously, if we think about what the older generation consoles probably wouldn't be able to run, it would be vehicles. So hopefully they're kind of hinting towards that here, and we do get that on day one of the next gen version. But this is honestly crazy. I can't believe they've come out and said this. We're finally getting a next gen version of the game. They've also titled the actual post itself saying, we hear you, which really does show that the developers are listening to us. They have heard our communication and our questions. They've heard us requesting a next gen version, and they are finally working on this for us all. Separate to that, they have said they are targeting a 2025 release, and in the meantime, updates to the current version of the game will focus purely on quality of life improvements and performance optimizations. They've said the team is now laser focused on the next gen transition, but they'll keep supporting older platforms with stability fixes. So there we have it, everyone. 2025 officially confirmed as the targeted release date for the next gen version. Now, I do find it interesting that they're saying that we're not going to be getting any content to the main version of the game in the meantime. Obviously, they've said they are focusing only on quality of life improvements and performance optimizations, so I do kind of wonder what this means. I do think a good quality of life improvements off the bat would be the larger wooden barricades that PC have, so we could use those a lot more in PvP, especially now we have the delay on placing walls down. It would be nice to see a quality of life update just focused around those barricades and making those just a little bit bigger. As they've said, the team is now laser focused on the next gen transition. It does seem like they're going full steam ahead with this update, and this is now their complete focus. So hopefully that does mean we'll get this update sooner rather than later. It does make me a little bit curious though, as the developers have said here that we're not getting any new content in the game till we get the next gen version. So it does make me curious about the population of the current servers of the game. Will the population drop over time until we get this update, as we won't have any new content? And I do believe the last big content update was around October now, and it does make me curious if as many people will keep playing the game with the knowledge that we won't actually be getting any new content for quite a while. So moving on, they have said that they know we have questions, lots of them, and they will start addressing these in the near future through dedicated posts on their official channels. And I mean, they're definitely right. We definitely have a lot of questions provoked by this. If I just think of a few off the top of my head right now, I would say, okay, do our skins carry over to the next gen version of the game? Do we have to pay for a next gen version? Is it a full price? Is it going to be a smaller priced upgrade for those who already own the game? Are we going to be getting content on day one, or is it just going to be a case of we get better graphics day one and then we have to wait a few months to a couple weeks for the content to come in? There is a few questions that we need to ask asked the developers to understand kind of how this upgrade is going to work, and I do think it would have been nice if they had attached a short Q&A to this post as well, just providing a little bit of clarity on this post and kind of the questions they know we would have. But it does say that they will be answering these in the near future, so hopefully that isn't too far away and we will get those answers pretty soon. Overall though, I think this is a great thing for Rust Console Edition. I am so excited to finally take a step in the right direction. We are slowly getting closer to PC parity, and I mean, that's all we could have ever asked for. I honestly did not think we would get the next-gen version confirmed this year, so the fact that the developers have actually acknowledged this to us, I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy, and I am so excited for the future of Rust Console Edition. I think now the big question is, when will we get this? And the developers have said in the post that they will reveal more in the coming months. So there we kind of have confirmation that this update is going to be several months away. How far away, we don't know, but since they're targeting 2025, hopefully it's sooner rather than later, and we don't have too much longer to wait, but we shall see. We shall see what they come up with, but for now, this is honestly crazy to see, and it really does open doors for the future of the game. And I think overall, although they are leaving old gen behind and those players behind, being able to unlock the features previously limited by that hardware, such as vehicles, such as the bigger monuments like Excavator, I think at the start of the year, none of us really expected that we would see this by the end of 2025. I definitely didn't think we'd see an announcement about a next-gen version. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the game turns out by the end of the year, and I'm definitely intrigued to see what the developers have in store. The only slight downside I have in relation to this is that they aren't actually providing us with content on the current version of the game. Now, I did talk before about server play accounts potentially going down, as we know we don't have any content coming until the next gen version, but I do think it would be nice to see some kind of new content just to keep it fresh for existing players. For example, if the developers added additional weapons from the PC version of the game, such as the high caliber revolver, tier 1 SMG, the SKS, or the minigun, I think that would be quite interesting content. And if you compare it to what we already have, we have rocket launchers that fire rockets that generate a big explosion when that hits anything, so I don't think we'd really need to optimize past what we already have in the game. I don't think adding a SKS or the high caliber revolver would necessarily need much optimization. So hopefully the developers would maybe be able to look into that and just see if they can keep things fresh for players that will be playing the game until the next gen version drops. But I think that just about wraps up the video. Thank you for watching, everyone. I have a ton of more content lined up as always, so please be sure to subscribe. But for now, I have been Fluxified, and I'll see you on the beach.